Well, we start this half hour with that breaking news that Colin Powell has died of complications related to Covid-19. His family broke the news on the politician's Facebook page today. He was an individual perhaps most known for serving as George W. Bush's Secretary of State in the run-up to the war in Iraq. He's died at the age of 84. Well, our correspondent Kethevane Gorjestani is on the line now from Washington, and we can get the very latest with her. Kethevane, what are you able to tell us this hour about what happened to Colin Powell?
Well, as you said, there was that statement from his family confirming that he had died of complications from COVID. It's not really clear yet exactly how long he was in the hospital. He was being treated at the military hospital at Walter Reed. And they simply said that he had passed away from COVID complications, but they did specify that Colin Powell was fully vaccinated. They felt that they wanted to make that detail clear. We probably will get more information a little bit later on, but right now that is what we know so far. He died this morning from COVID complication. He was, of course, 84 years old, and I think that the fact that they specified that he was fully vaccinated is also something that is important because, of course, there is here in the United States, as there is in around the world, this question of breakthrough infections and the fact that older people over the age of 65 or 70 are more at risk, even if they are vaccinated. And according to the family, that is what happened to Colin Powell.
Kethevane, this news really just breaking to us within the last half an hour or so. There'll be lots of reaction coming out of Washington shortly. But until we get that, give us a sense of what you think Colin Powell is most likely to be remembered for.
Well, he is seen here as a trailblazer, not only in the military field, but also as a statesman in the administration. He was, of course, at very top levels in 3 Republican administrations, but a trailblazer here, especially for African Americans, because he really embodied how in this country African Americans could go forward. And for a long time, until Barack Obama, he was really seen as the most powerful Black American. He became the first African American to become National Security Advisor. That was under President Ronald Reagan. Then he became the first Black Secretary of State, which was under George Bush Jr. And before that, he was the first Black Joint Chiefs under George H.W. Bush, George Sr. So he really led the way for African Americans in the administration. He then sort of put aside a little bit the GOP, the Republican Party, and that, of course, is because of the Iraq War. And this is going to be remembered, of course, from his life. He himself saying that that would be probably the biggest mistake of his career, a blot on his career.
Kethevane Gorjestani in Washington. Thanks very much indeed. We'll be getting more news, more reaction from Washington later on, that on the news that Colin Powell has passed away at the age of 84.